Can you talk about how SGA is averaging 32 points and 7 assists and hasn't played in 11 fourth quarters and is shooting 50, 40, 90? Will he be unanimous MVP?
No.
I don't think it's possible to win unanimous MVP with the numbers and the performance that Jokic is putting up. And then Luka, and then Giannis when he gets back if he's at 69.
And then Luka. We can quit that.
Yeah, hey. So I don't think unanimous is possible, just because I think there will be a voter who's like, yeah, the guy averaging a 30 point.
A bunch of voters
scoring we've ever seen. Yeah, I don't think unanimous is possible. But I do think if the voting were to happen today, Shai would win it, and I would venture to say,
you think going away, Mars? You think he wins it going away?
Last season, I told you it was going to be 70-30. Jokic, Shai over Jokic, and apparently that one was a bit off. And I think it was like exactly like 70-30, or like in and around that range. Like, yeah, I think Shai would win it pretty comfortably if the voting was today.
Ox, eight of the last 10 games that Oklahoma City has played, Shai has played a grand total of 6 minutes in the fourth quarter.
That was against the Kings, right? Because he played in the fourth against the Kings.
Yeah, he has played in 8. Like I said, in 8 of the last 10 games, he's played a total of 6. He missed of the 10. Let me rephrase that, Ox. Of the 10 games, he's played a total of 6 minutes. 8 of the last 10 games, he has not played in the fourth quarter. In 8 of the last 10 games that they've played in, that he's not.
If I remember correctly, going back through Shai's season, because they went double overtime the first 2 games, so he played a lot of minutes, 40 plus. Then the next game he didn't play the fourth. Then the next game he did. Then he did again. Then he didn't. Then he didn't. Then he didn't. Then he did. Then he didn't. Then he did. Then he didn't.
So
they're beating teams in 3 quarters, and he's averaging 30.
They are smoking everybody. But when you're talking about being the unanimous league MVP, that means nobody else is doing what I'm doing, and nobody else is more valuable to their team. Nobody is more valuable to their team, and that's just not true. Because what Joker doing, I don't know if y'all. I watched that Detroit game when they played Milwaukee. They offensively and defensively, Milwaukee falls off a cliff without Giannis on the floor. They compete with him off the floor, but they completely fall off a cliff without him. That's a lottery team without Giannis on the crew. They definitely are bottom 5 team.
Chill. I get what you're saying with who's most valuable to their team, but
yes.
And I know that's what the award's called, but that's not how it's given.
That's exactly how it's given, Ron.
In SWiPA, chill. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. It's not who's the most valuable to their team. Like, chill, come on. That's not
the
how
award
the
has never been which team falls off the most without X player. It's never.
I didn't say which team falls off the most.
But that's how you just determine value with Giannis. That's what you just did.
How valuable you are to your unit. I just use Giannis as an example. That's all I did. Okay, us winning, us losing, us scoring, us rebounding, us playing defense, us being a good offensive team, us being a good defensive team. What are we good at when this guy is on the floor? What are we good at with this guy off the floor, with him out of the lineup? How well do we play when he's not here? And I don't know if you noticed, but just yesterday is the first time that San Antonio has lost since Wemby's been out of the lineup.
But chill, out of the lineup.
What does that mean? If Shai didn't play, they would still win the games they're winning because they're playing. They would beat those teams. Utah, Sacramento.
They've had a very easy schedule.
Yeah, I don't think people realize. Like, and again, this is no diss. They're on pace to.
They wouldn't be 17-1.
They have played one of the easiest schedules to start the season in NBA history. This doesn't mean anything, by the way, chat. They're going to win 75 games because they're that good. But if they but
they win 75.
Hold on. All I'm trying to do is push back on what Ron is saying. Is that I'm trying to give the context for what they're doing. They're also great, but they also have played one of the easiest schedules ever. So I think the problem is that like the reason why the numbers are like they're like a plus 16 on the season so far. They were a plus 12.5 last year. So like they're going even further than they did last season. So I think some of this is, Ron, if Shai wasn't available, they would still be running through these teams. Like they would running.
yeah,
Without-
Well,
like,
no, but hold on.
they
I'm not
will
done. I'm not done. I'm just saying that like
not be winning these games.
which game would
They
they
will
not
be
which
winning
which
these
game would they
No,
not have
they
won?
would not be.
Which game would they
would
not have won?
Here's what I'm saying. I
Well,
can't
the
go
first
to a
double
specific
OT
game.
games, assuming, yeah.
You
Without
Okay, so
SGA
then-
and without J-Dub, you talking about as this
Yes,
team is constructed.
yes.
So
Yes,
Yes.
that's what I'm saying.
That's-
Without
yes.
J-Dub,
That's
Yes.
a hard one.
Can we
Swipe.
put
I
it
don't know
in the
about all that.
context?
Yeah,
They
I'm asking
don't
which
have
team would they
their
not have won?
second best
I'm not
player.
gonna lie.
I hear you.
I'd assume they'd probably be about 12-5.
That's different than 17-1, yo.
I'm not arguing that. I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying I think they'd probably be about 12-5 if Shai hadn't played.
So
No, I don't think people understand how historically great like what the team is though. That's what I'm trying to understand. Like Shea makes it that, but also chill. They're also like phenomenal
this is a weak-ass
with that.
schedule.
But that's all I'm saying. Like
Exactly.
it's not a bad thing. That's just that's what they're doing. They're handling business the way they should. But the question was, Ron, like what are they without Shea? Well, no, like we're you can look into all this. They are still really good without Shea. But with Shea, they're phenomenal. Is what I'm saying. Like there's a gap between good and then phenomenal. Shea makes them phenomenal. They're good. So there's no discrediting. Like he literally said something. I'm just simply correcting it, like based on what's actually happening. That's all that happened. That's all.
Are you looking at
that's
their
fair,
schedule
but-
right now? Games played, Chill?
I am looking at.
Yeah, they have a very weak schedule. They've been playing some bad teams, but to me that still doesn't like at a certain point is as far as this MVP argument, like what Shea is doing right now is, I mean, it's phenomenal. Like we haven't really seen a guard too much, and I usually do the team thing as well. Swipe, I do agree with you. I think that number one, they have been playing an easier schedule. I think his team is phenomenal, obviously, but at the end of the day, like he's practically doing like 24 Joel Embiid stuff as far as the at the basket and short mid-range percentages and the volume of it. He's actually better at the rim than Embiid in 24, which is absolutely insane. And he's shooting a better percentage from short mid-range than Joel Embiid in 24 also.
Which sounds
Like,
crazy as hell. Considering how good a mid-range
he's
shooter
scoring the ball at such a prolific and efficient clip as a guard off the live dribble that cool. Yeah, they have a great defense. They have some fantastic ancillary players, but he's playing at an all-time level right now, Swipe.
Ron,
No, but hold on.
He's an
By-
offense by himself.
By the way, Chad,
He's
I
a
didn't
one-man
bring up the schedule stuff. I brought it up to
And I would
respond
like
to
to talk
Ron.
about that, Swipe.
That's all. But the only thing I will say is like I mean we're gonna get to Jokic in a minute, but I do think at this juncture we're wholly not talking about the reason why the vote is leaning the way it is so far. NBA.com, like all the other stuff, like the odds are split despite the winning gap. Jokic is having an unprecedented season, like period. Guard, center, forward. So I'm saying that like that's why things are as split as they are right now, even with them being 17-1, 16-1, or
You
whatever.
think
Like
things are split? What do you mean by split? Like 50-50?
so, like the FanDuel odds and like all that kind of stuff, like
Oh,
who's like
right.
favored and everything. Yeah, like all that
So Ron,
stuff. Yeah.
Ron, we had brought up a weak schedule. I specifically, I thought Atlanta would be really good this year. We had that game on playback. They smoked Atlanta. Atlanta's not a bad team. They're a playoff team.
They were. This was when they had Trae Young in the lineup.
And they smoked
I
them.
was bad at
They
Atlanta.
smoked
I was bad at Atlanta.
They smoked them dudes. Okay, I thought Dallas would be a lot better than what they are.
No, they've been historically weak, by the way, Chad. I can prove all this stuff. So you're
They-
talking to
they
me.
were-
Make sure you come
They're
correct.
bottom of the league in strength of schedule, and
Yeah.
I mean teams underperforming.
Is it because
your expectations,
the reason why I'm
maybe
asking this, Mars, is it because these teams didn't fill out so far the way we like? Everybody thought the Clippers would be a lot better than what they are right now. They're not very good. They lost to that Trailblazer team.
Yeah, well, that's part of the schedule. Yeah, if you're
the
playing
Golden
teams
State
that are bad, yeah.
They thought that the Golden State Warriors would be better than what they are. They smoked that Laker team, right? Not only did that, but then you got Charlotte. You got
Yeah, they beat us by halftime.
Mm-hmm.
you
Yeah,
got
they're
Charlotte.
gonna dominate. They're
that's what
gonna
they
dominate
do.
teams regardless. I'm not. I don't think Swipe is making the case that their record isn't as like they're not as good as whatever. Like, that's
At
not
all.
the argument. The argument is they've had the weakest schedule in the NBA. Therefore, they would probably win a lot of these games with or without Shea. But I don't think that should be the measure of value.
It isn't. It isn't.
Yeah, this is me talking about.
but
The measure of value shouldn't be
overarching-
would your team win without you. That shouldn't be
Mars.
Agree.
And I don't think
The
it should be.
overarching,
Okay, I'm sorry, real talk.
the overarching point. The reason why Swipe brought that up though is because we have to also remember the super chat. The super chat is if Shai continues to do this and OKC continues to do this, and he does it on 50, 40, 90 splits, it's wraps for the MVP. And SWiPA obviously wants to push back against that because of how Jokic is playing, and that is fair. However, that super chat is correct. If OKC wins 70 plus games and Shai plays how he's playing right now, that's not a conversation.
Unanimous?
Kiss that
I'll
shit
think about
goodbye.
that.
Swipe.
I mean,
It's
right
not-
now
it's
they're
not
on pace
unanimous.
for
Goodbye.
they're on pace for 77 wins. So
Yeah,
yes,
but if
like
you
they
win-
won 77 games.
No,
If they
I
just
said
say
70
goodbye.
plus. I didn't
Yeah,
even say
I think it could. I think it.
70 plus.
I'd highly doubt some.
Swiper.
No, there would be
Forget about
someone who would
it.
vote for
Okay.
Ron, but Ron, this, I
Maybe-
think
Maybe not
Ron,
unanimous though, but he is
but
still
Ron,
really
okay, just for
going away.
context,
He'd
if the
run away
Nuggets,
with it.
if the Nuggets
Someone
maintain pace, which they probably won't, they win 62 games this year, and Jokic is 30, 13, and 11. Leads the NBA in rebounding and assists, and also is a plus 15 efficiency, which would be the greatest scoring season ever. If he does all of that, then no, it's not going to be unanimous.
Oh,
No, it's
All
not.
right, Shai would win it running
But
away.
Shai's
though.
gonna
I'm
win.
saying that with
Well,
confidence.
Well, no, I'm responding to the super chat.
Yeah,
I'm with
I'm
you
the
on
first
that.
one who said it wouldn't be
No,
unanimous.
not you.
But Shai
Real
would,
talk,
yeah,
yeah.
Shai would win it.
Yeah.
Shai would win it running away.
I mean, I 62 wins. I legit don't know. I mean, at that point, we would see. No, but think about it.
77.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm saying if 60.
I don't even want to say 77. 77 is ridiculous.
Yeah,
Even
not
it's like for
77
you,
games. Yeah,
you
yeah,
threw out 75 games.
62 and 70.
I even think
With
75 is ridiculous.
No, but
If-
62 and
if-
70 is not happening. I'm
if
sorry, it's not happening.
Golden State's records. Anything above that. Equal
Let's just say
or
they
Yeah, 70
tie it. Let's
74
just-
wins,
73.
74 wins.
If they get
Shai would win the
73, it's
MVP.
unanimous.
Shai
It wouldn't be
win.
unanimous.
No,
There wasn't a field.
If they get 73, no, and you're right, there wasn't a field.
In
You're right.
16, yeah, there wasn't a
You're
field
right.
to.
But what I'm trying to
yeah.
tell you is, it doesn't matter the field. If Shai wins 72 games, J-Dub has not been there for a quarter of the season. He hasn't been there for a
72
quarter
and they
of the
won
season.
62,
I
Ron?
don't even know when is J-Dub supposed to
There's
come
a
back.
big gap between 62 and 72. 10 wins makes it seem
That's-
like
No, but
there's a big
humongous
gap.
gap.
No, there is, but if.
Swipe,
When
Go
is
ahead,
J-Dub
go ahead,
supposed
go
to
ahead.
come back? Because the vote,
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
haven't even heard anything about Jada.
the voters are supposed to put you have to put context into this whole thing.
Yeah.
That's like that's like Steph Curry doing that without Klay Thompson.
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, you have to put it into context. You have to. When does J-Dub come back? If they win 73 games and J-Dub is gone for a third of the season, he's averaging, he's leading the league in scoring, or second, or just averaging the 31 that he's averaging, and he's doing it on
30,
50, 40, 90.
but that's what I'm saying though. At some level,
But
wait, hold on, Ron. Somebody's currently scoring better than him right now. So what I'm
By the
saying
way,
is that
somebody scoring better than Jokic too.
No one is. No, it's never happened. That's what I'm trying to tell you, Ron. It's not going to sustain itself.
Why
It's
he's
not
doing
going
it
to.
in 3 quarters.
But it's never. I know. I hear you. No, I hear you. But again,
But when the strength of schedule goes up and he starts scoring 36,
objectively,
No, yeah, it's never-
objectively,
yeah.
objectively, he's doing it in 3 quarters.
No,
three
but
quarters.
that's fine. But he's still averaging 32 on 67. That is elite. But what I'm saying is,
Easily, hell yeah, it's
if somebody's going to average 30 on 73 all year, it would literally be unprecedented. It's never happened. What I'm saying is,
doing it in
if
three
you win
quarters. 62
games and you lead the NBA in rebounds and assist, like that, and then Jamal, and then on top of that, Christian, and then on top, and then hold on, real talk. No flapping. And then on top of that, Christian Brown's out for 6 weeks.
And you're
6 weeks. Aaron Gordon is out for 6 weeks.
Okay, now
I hear you.
Aaron
Aaron Gordon and
be
Christian
out.
being down and you win 62 games on those numbers. No, it's just not going to be
No,
unanimous. It's not
Swiper,
going
I
to.
agree. I agree with you, Swiper. I don't think it will be unanimous. I've been saying that. I don't think it will be unanimous either way. Either way, I don't think it will be unanimous because Jokic is having an insane season, and Aaron Gordon just going out. If they can keep up this pace, it's very impressive. But you got to remember too, Swiper, J-Dub hasn't touched the floor yet,
Agree. And they're still one of the best teams of all time.
And SGA is doing this in 3 quarters.
Yeah, scoring. He's
3 quarters.
scoring the ball crazy. I agree. He's Going crazy.
Stop just saying no.
That's what you bring up the points. You brought up the points. I'm bringing up the points.
You're undermining this, SWiPA.
No, you brought up the points. I'm responding to the points.
You said it is like
you're undermining.
Okay. I want to ask because the chat is glazing like wild. I'm asking you at this point, real talk. I'm legitimately asking you. Could you for somebody you were fair on Friday, so I'm giving you the chance not to be fair, but like your critique for rightfully so. Is he playing better than Jokic so far this year? And then the next question is, if they win 62 games at what Jokic is doing this year, is it going to be a runaway unanimous at this point with both of those things?
I'll answer both of these questions.
Sure.
Is he playing better than Jokic this year? Probably not. If anything, they're playing around the same level. And if you're taking Jokic is playing better, I'm not arguing with you with that whatsoever. Jokic is playing phenomenal basketball. What was the second question?
If they win 62 games this year and Jokic is averaging 30, 13, and 11 and all that, yeah.
Gotcha. If they win 62 games, again, if in comparison to OKC winning 72 plus, that 62, in my opinion, Swipe, is not going to hold as much weight. And I do think Shai wins the award. Again, not unanimously, but Shai's going to run away with it. Similar to last year, unfortunately, I know y'all don't want, like, that was the precedent. Because I know Jokic is playing better this season, but all of the same arguments rang true last year, Swipe. Last year, Jokic was playing phenomenal basketball offensively. Last year, in a lot of people's opinion, that was his best offensive season to date, right? He was scoring like 29 on dumb efficiency. He was averaging a triple-double. All of the same talking points.
On 50 wins, yeah.
But same talking points as far as him being better individually are the same talking points that you can still use today.
No, but he's better. But I'm saying he's a better all-around player this year, though. Like, yeah.
Even with him being a better all-around player,
yeah, Shai is better as well. But I'm saying those same arguments still ring true. Like, she's not going to catch. If OKC's winning 72 games, 73 games, and Shai is doing what he's doing, that's who wins the award. That's who's going to win. Running away.
The problem that with Real Talk, and Real Talk makes a really good point. You just brought up the 62 wins. I mean, I saw a dude win league MVP unanimous, and the dude that came in second, his team won 67 games, and he was the defensive player of the year. That happened. 100% that happened. Yes. So
yeah, but I'm saying like
60, the idea,
Yeah.
and that's the most wins that the San Antonio Spurs have ever had in the history of their organization. And Steph Curry won the league MVP going away. Meanwhile, Kawhi Leonard was very close to 50, 40, 90 on elite defense, and Curry won it going away. So what I'm seeing with Joker, to be fair with you, SWiPA, to be fair with what I'm seeing with Joker, I'm seeing another all-time great season. In fact, something better than last year. But I don't think that the record wouldn't matter because I already saw that happen with Kawhi Leonard.
No, but the issue is Kawhi wasn't this individually, though. Like, there's a gap. There's a significant – I'm going to be respectful. There is a gap between what Kawhi did in 16 and 17 and what Jokic is doing right now, though. I think that's the problem. And I think – so, but again, the question was unanimous. I don't think it's unanimous. But I do think at the point – well, I mean, Ox, you could disagree if you want, brother. I mean, there's just – I don't have to tell you, bro. Like, like – yeah, it's going crazy, bro.
It's the player choice way. Yeah, them boys don't get it started. The player choice way. You're the player choice way. Come and switch lanes into the player choice way.